What if I told you that the difference between you and a millionaire is not money, not connections, not luck, not the family they were born into? The difference is one thing: the way they think. Every single morning, and by the end of this video, you will think that way too. Part 1, millionaires think in assets, not hours. Most people wake up and think about their day. Millionaires wake up and think about their money, not in a greedy way, in a strategic way. The average person trades their time for money. They show up, they work, they get paid, they spend it, then they show up again. That is called a hamster wheel, and most people will run it until the day they retire, if they ever retire. A millionaire thinks differently. They ask one question every single morning that most people never ask. How can my money make money today without me? That question right there is the wall between the middle class and wealth. When you start thinking in assets, things that pay you while you sleep, everything changes. Not because you suddenly have more money, but because you start seeing the world through a completely different lens. You stop seeing your salary as the destination. You start seeing it as the starting capital. You stop asking, how do I earn more? You start asking, how do I build something that earns for me? That one shift every morning, before you check your phone, before you read your emails, ask yourself, what asset am I building today? Part 2, millionaires are comfortable with discomfort. Here is something nobody tells you about wealthy people. They are not comfortable. They are comfortable being uncomfortable. That is a very different thing. The average person spends their entire life engineering comfort, a stable job, a predictable routine, a safe path. And there is nothing wrong with stability. But if comfort is your highest goal, wealth will never be your reality. Because every level of financial growth requires you to do something you have never done before. Have a hard conversation with a business partner. Invest money that scares you. Launch something before you feel ready. Bet on yourself when no one else will. Millionaires do not feel less fear than you. They just have a different relationship with it. They see fear as a compass, not a stop sign. When something makes them afraid, that is where they look. That is where the opportunity lives. So starting today, every time you feel resistance, every time you feel the pull to stay safe, ask yourself, is this fear protecting me or is it keeping me poor? Most of the time, it is the second one. Part 3, millionaires invest in their mind before anything else. The most important investment a millionaire makes every day is not in the stock market, not in real estate, not in their business. It is in their mind. Warren Buffett reads 500 pages a day. Bill Gates takes 2 reading weeks every year, completely unplugged just to think and learn. The average CEO reads 52 books a year. The average person reads less than 1. That gap right there is not a coincidence. Knowledge compounds exactly like money does. 1 book gives you an idea, 10 books give you a framework, 50 books give you a worldview that most people will never have access to. And here is the thing, you do not need to read 500 pages a day. You need to protect 30 minutes every morning for your own education. Not news, not social media, not someone else's opinion, your education, a book on investing, a biography of someone who built what you want, a lesson on sales, on negotiation, on psychology. 30 minutes a day. That is 1 book every 2 weeks. 26 books a year. In 5 years, you will have read more than most people read in a lifetime. And you will think in a way that most people simply cannot, because your mind will be worth more than any asset you could buy. Part 4, millionaires think long-term when everyone else thinks short-term. This is the one that separates the truly wealthy from everyone else. The average person makes decisions based on how they feel today. They buy the thing that feels good now. They quit the thing that is hard now. They choose comfort now and pay for it for years. A millionaire makes decisions based on who they are becoming. They ask not, what do I want today? They ask, what does the person I am becoming do in this moment? That question changes everything. Because when you think long term, you stop treating money like water and start treating it like seeds. Every dollar you spend today is a seed you either plant or throw away. The millionaire plants, the broke person throws away. And 10 years later, one of them is harvesting and one of them is still working the same job, wondering why nothing changed. Think 10 years ahead. Every decision, every dollar, every hour, where is this taking me in 10 years? If the answer is nowhere, do not do it. Part 5, millionaires protect their energy like it is currency, because it is. This is one of the most overlooked secrets of wealthy thinking. Millionaires are ruthless about who gets their time, who gets their attention, who gets access to their mind. They cut off the people who drain them. They end the conversations that go nowhere. They say no constantly, consistently, without guilt, to anything that does not align with their vision, because they understand something most people do not. Your energy is finite. Every time you give it away to the wrong people, the wrong problems, the wrong conversations, you are stealing it from the right ones. The business idea that needs your focus, the relationship that deserves your presence, the goal that requires your best thinking. Millionaires guard their mind the way a bank guards a vault. Not everyone gets in. Not everything gets their attention. And starting today, you need to think the same way. Ask yourself who is depleting you. Ask yourself what is stealing your focus. And then, with zero apology, remove it. Your mind is your most valuable asset. Treat it like one. So here is what millionaire thinking actually looks like. Every single day, you wake up and think in assets, not hours. You walk toward discomfort, not away from it. You invest 30 minutes every morning in your mind. You make every decision through the lens of 10 years from now. And you protect your energy like your future depends on it. Because it does. The money comes second. The thinking comes first. Change how you think, and everything else will follow. Start today, not Monday, not next month. Today,